Welcome to whitetail season here on AmericanHunter.org. It's getting into prime time, but as you can see from my t-shirt here, it's a bit too warm to be in a tree stand. Still the tail end of the October lull. I figured that everything was going to kind of move its way out and the rut was going to come in and take its place here, but you know, talking to a lot of guys, a lot of hunters are out there, and we're just not getting a whole lot of sightings of mature bucks yet. So I think it's just a few days away. I always figure sometime around the 25th, 26th of October starts to kick off. So I'm gonna go pull my cameras now. They've been out there long enough. I'm gonna pull everything in and look at them. Then I'm gonna put together my final plan here, because I'm gonna be in the tree within a couple of days. And I've got a dilemma on my hands here. I've got to figure out what to do with this one buck that I've got on my hit list. It's this buck that I call the double G4 buck. And this is basically a once-in-a-lifetime deer. And my history with this deer has been one of this deer being nocturnal and my spending a lot of time chasing him and never seeing him. So let's see if they're starting to change and what we need to do to be ready for a couple of days from now when I get in the tree.
I see a giant in the daylight already. Oh.
I pulled all 8 of the cameras that were still out on the farm. I've already been through most of what's on these cards using the laptop. I get so impatient now, I can't even wait till I get back to the office to look at the cards. But there were no big surprises as far as new deer, but there were some interesting developments with some of the bucks that are on the hit list. The 2 bucks that I was most excited about going into the season, that I was the least enthusiastic about because of the history I have with these deer being nocturnal, they're the ones that are showing up right now with the most consistency during daylight. So I've got basically, we called him the double G4 buck, great big giant mainframe 6x5. I've got some daylight, we're right on the verge of daylight with that buck. And then this buck that we call big, we got a lot of daylight pictures of that deer. So I think once I start going here, probably in a couple of days, I'd say by midweek, we're supposed to get a weather front through, I think on Wednesday here, a cold front. That's gonna get him going, and these are the bucks that I'm gonna be going after. I'm gonna go after the double G4 buck first, give him everything I got, and then kind of play it from there. But the deer called big, he's gonna be real huntable too. We've got a couple of stands in the area where he's coming from when he approaches the cameras. Same thing with the double G4 buck. So I'm excited about what this next week is going to bring. So come back and join me again next week for the next episode of Whitetail Season right here at AmericanHunter.org.